Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome if you're new. I want to go over the item of the month for November. And this is a little rushed. I wasn't going to film it tonight, but I don't know. we've had we've had some changes of plans. Now, if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're not, that's not a surprise to you because I swear my life, it just things come up and it changes. I don't even know how to explain it. So today is Thursday, the 30th of October. So we are wrapping up October very quickly. Tomorrow is Friday. And my husband is out of town and was supposed to come back tomorrow. And he called today and said they're not going to fly me home. They need me here on Monday, and it doesn't make any sense to fly me home. Why don't you fly down? And I'm like, I don't really want to. I don't know. I'm like, well, if we're going to spend the money to fly me down, why don't we just pay the money to fly you home for the weekend? But he's like, no, come down. It'll be fun. We can stay at a hotel, like at the hotel that they're putting him up at or whatever. And he's like, we can go do whatever for the weekend. And I'm like, yikes. So it's, what time is it? It's almost 8 o'clock on Thursday. I've been upstairs, dealing with taxes and like, property taxes and all that kind of stuff. So I just, and I decided I needed to come down here really quickly and, send a picture of one of these to, you know who you are. But I did want to share with you my stash of Stickles. And I'm not too sure when this will air, but I think I'm going to book a ticket and pack a bag and leave tomorrow as soon as I can after work to the airport to go to California to see my hubby. So, all of that to say, I do a challenge every month for myself. It started off for myself and it's just a list I came up with of things I need to use in my stash. And it's been going on for a long time now. And I'm super excited that so many people are joining in. And so the item of the month, it's called the item of the month challenge. The hashtag is ajsiotm. Please join in the fun. This month being October was clusters, and it was, I think, my favorite month. It really was fun. I really like lots of people joined in, and it was fun to just grab things and make a little cluster. The new list, the clusters was the very last item off my old list. And then I came up with a new list of plenty of things, like more than 2 years worth. And the one that I ended up drawing for November is Stickles. Now, I'm going to show you what I have for Stickles. You can see here. Here's my drawer. Part of why I have this discussion is like, why don't I reach for them? I can tell you why I don't reach for them, because they're in this drawer and they're over there and there's like a light in front of it and like it's hard to get to. The other reason I don't reach for Stickles very much is because they're Stickles. They're glitter glue and they need time like to dry. They need time, and I don't do that very well. Same reason I probably don't reach for my acrylic paint or my watercolors very much. So again, just awareness. It has come to my attention today. I know a lot of people don't have Stickles. Okay. I know that. So if you'd like to play along, that's amazing. If you don't want to play along, that's amazing too. It's completely fine. There are some Stickles, there are some glitter glues out there. I know Michael's has some. I know usually Dollar Tree has some this time of year for relatively affordable prices. More like Christmas colors, maybe like a red, green, white set or a blue, purple, gold set, or something of that nature. So if it's something you're interested in and haven't tried, please feel free. So I'm going to show you what I have. And in this box, I include my Nuvo drops. Now these Nuvo drops, I don't know what they are. They're crystal drops. Add dimensional details to craft projects. Friends, I will tell you, I had to have these. I saw them being used and I had to have them. I bought them at a scrapbook expo one year when they were all the new rage and had to have them. I don't remember the last time I used them. So I have 5 Nuvo drops. Okay. Now, these are not necessarily my fall colors, nor will they necessarily match my journal, but it is what it is. I am not buying new stickles. I have not, I can't tell you, well, I can tell you the last time I reached for it. It was the other day when I made the paperclip video that is posted. If you haven't seen it, please go watch, or please feel free to go watch rather. I did reach from that day, but before that, I can't tell you or remember the last time I reached for my Stickles drawer. So the goal is to reach for the Stickles drawer. So I have these Nuvo drops, which I am going to include in my like ability to use this month. Okay. Then I have some Studio G. Now this, I believe, is Michael's brand. Yeah, but it's just glitter glue. I mean, glitter glue. So any glitter glue will work. And this was obviously, well, it's warped, so it's not going to sit up, but there we go. Okay. So I have, okay. I'm sorry. Let me go back because I know some of you might, I've, I've had the discussion today of like, what color? What is that? I don't know. I don't know any of these. This is Midnight Sky of the Nuvo drops. This is red berry, gloss red berry. Okay, I'm sorry. This is glitter drops Midnight Sky. This is gloss red berry, which means it comes out shiny and not, this is obviously glittery. Okay, this is also a crystal drop. This is a gloss midnight blue. And this is a gloss white and a gloss Caribbean Ocean. Caribbean Ocean. That's pretty. Not even too sure, like, yeah. Okay, Caribbean Ocean. Okay, then I have these four of the G Studio glitter. This is by Hampton Art. I don't know, friends. Green. I don't know. I don't see a color on here. We're going to go with green. This is obviously like a pink, kind of a rosy pink. I'm so sorry if there's a color on here, you guys. I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, so kind of a pink. This is a brown. I'm hoping these work, you guys, too. That's the other thing. Like, I think we're going to get them to work. That's a really pretty brown, like a dark brown. And this is a really light, pretty blue, right? Like it would look, it would go kind of well with that. Yeah. Okay. So those are the G Studios. Now, these are way more affordable than Stickles. Okay. All right. Then I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Stickles in my box. Oh, I lied. 13 Stickles in my box because here's another Studio G, another blue. Okay. All right. So I think I'm going to take them out of the drawer and I'm going to leave them all sitting up like this to see, because you can see it's all like they've been sitting flat. So they're all on the bottom here. I'm going to leave them like this because that's obviously what they're doing there. Okay. So yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 Stickles. Okay. All right. Off the bat, I can see I have 2 reds. This is Xmas red, literally Xmas red. Same, Xmas red. Okay. So those are the same. Now these are by Ranger. And I had no idea that, I don't know if he doesn't make them anymore. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not following Tim that closely, obviously, anymore. And some of these colors do not exist anymore. Some of them are going for like absurd amount of price on Amazon and eBay. Like stupid. Okay. And again, the purpose of this challenge is not for you to go buy new things at all. Well, the purpose of this challenge is not for me to go buy new things. It's for me to use my stash. Okay. So as much as I want to buy other colors that might work in my book more, that's not happening. Okay. If you feel like you need a red glitter glue, I would offer you maybe, I don't know if they sell this. I think probably Michael's sells a cheap one or affordable one, more cost effective one, and probably the Dollar Tree. Okay. So I have two Xmas reds. I also have two purples. This one is lavender, which is pretty close to lavender. We could have guessed that one. And this one is purple. I mean, yeah. So lavender and purple. And again, probably won't get used this month. So I don't know what we're going to do. All right. I have three, maybe pink. Oh, that's interesting. That looks interesting. Okay. Let's see. This one is magenta. Whoops. Magenta. This one is cotton candy, which I have used and really like. I do like this one, cotton candy. And this one is pink, which I was going to say it looked kind of brown over here, but this one's actually pink. And I guess if we put it with that one, they're pretty close. See that? So that's just pink. All right. I have two greens. I have lime green, which is super fun and pretty. And this one's called green. So just green. Which makes me curious if they have a red. Like if this is Xmas red, I'm curious if they just have a red, since this is just pink and this is just purple. Like it would be, I don't know. Okay. This one is, well, yellow. This one's yellow, friends. Yes, yellow. All right. This one is turquoise. So I wonder if they have, I don't even know. I mean, I don't think I bought a set. Like they have some just regular colors, maybe. I'm not too sure. And then I have this orange peel, which is the one I used real briefly in the other video. And I don't think they make this one anymore. So yeah, but it's perfect. I mean, God, it's gorgeous, really. Perfect, like orange for my life right now. Okay. This one is Stardust, which is really pretty. And it's actually probably empty. This one's almost gone. I really have used almost all of this one. So Stardust, but I don't even know if there's anything left in there. And then this one is Diamond. And you can see, I don't know if you can see that. I mean, you can see the difference. This one's like more holographic, maybe. This one looks like, that's interesting. I would have named this one Stardust. This looks like more alien, like kind of that iridescent, if you will, or mermaidy. This one has that kind of purple-ish, picking up that tint in it. Kind of cool. Okay, so that's my stickle collection. Okay, so that's the goal, is to reach for these this month, all right, and these Nouveau drops. I personally think I was going to work on this weekend, so that's not going to happen if I'm leaving. I personally think that I might make some journal spots or something of that nature, and like pre-make them and put some stickles on them and let them dry, because I tend to not work just on one page. You know, when I come down here, I kind of work a little here and a little there, or I flip back and forth. And I can tell you just from the other day, if you watched that video, I used stickles on two of the paper clips we made. I put my hand in both of them because I'm just not used to having wet stuff that doesn't dry on my desk. So I'm just going to leave the drawer out. I'm going to have to figure out kind of a situation over here on my desk that that allows me to kind of reach for this. I might have to move my light or something, because I can't, there's all sorts of goodies in here. Stop that, whatever that is. Little paper bits and okay. I don't know how it's going to work. Okay. So if you're joining in the fun, please let me know. Please let me know, what does your stickle collection look like? Do you have like two? Do you have more than this? Do you have do you normally use it? Is it something, because I'm going to need to go look and remind myself how I use it. Now I can tell you just these buttons, well, this is a bad example. Some of these buttons we did use some stickles on, but these are probably not them. So, I mean, stuff like that, little decorations, but even if we had made those, right, and put some stickles on it, I can make these and let them dry and have them ready for my month, right? The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use it on some, I'm trying to think. This one did not have it, but as an example, if this, like if we were going to use this piece, this little cluster, I could add some cluster. I could add some stickles to this little guy. So maybe we'll do that like now, and then, that can dry. And then he's kind of ready to go. I could fuss with that a little bit more. So I might go through and find some like ephemera I want to use, maybe some leaves, some journal cards or clusters that I've made, like whatever. And I might add just accents of stickles to things so they're ready to go and they can be drying. Because anything can have stickles. So if we, sorry, I have something drying in my journal right now, so I'm trying to reach around that. Here. Whoops. It's a little piece of it. Okay, here's a good example. So here is something I'm hoping to use like on the front of my journal. And so we could just go in here and add, like I'm really, see, and some of them are clogged. So yeah, it's going to take some fussing, I think. Whoops. It's going to take some... They just haven't been used in so long. This tip, let's see if they're different. This one I think is way thinner. I believe this tip is thinner than these. As it comes out is my recollection. You can get a finer line with these stickles than you can with the Michaels one. But we're going to be just fine. Okay. So I can come in here and kind of just add some stickles like this. Oh, Lord. Okay. And the problem is once you go, you got to go. Like you can't, I shouldn't talk for you. I don't know what you can do. I can't just have one glittered stickle leaf, right? I now am committed to go ahead and finish this little guy out. So we'll do, we'll do some stuff like this. Now I could do the whole November in it. I'm not sure I want to do that. What I might do, see, it's stuck again. And so I'm trying to push and it's not coming out. But if I push too hard, like it's going to obviously blob out, right? Because if I open this, if I push this down again, it's just going to push it down. Let's see if we can. I don't really feel like cleaning this right now. I don't think I want to do all of this in this brown is what I was saying. However, comma, okay, that's kind of pretty. We could add, this is like very bright green. This is a very bright green. I am tempted to try this. Now, if we screw this up, oh, but look, it's going to be just fine. How do you guys use your stickles? This is really like all I know to do with these. I don't really know. Just add them kind of as accents, right? I mean, so if you guys have like some really cool tips or something, like, can we start sharing those? Now that's going to bother me. I feel like there should be another green leaf somewhere, but I don't see one. So that green is really bright, but it's fine for me. I'm not bothered by it really at all. I really feel like there should be a green over here. Well, I guess we could just make a green. I mean, who's to say we can't make a green leaf over here? There we go. Okay, so see, that's kind of pretty. I mean, that's how I know to use stickles. You can understand why it takes 10 years to use this little bottle. I don't know if this orange is too bright. I feel like it's too bright for this, and I don't know if we can mix them or what? So I'll just see if we can get a little on here maybe. Not too sure. Sure, why not? It's really bright on the white paper, but if you put it over that leaf, that's fine, right? Sure. And then, if you have a clear or these are both like really light. I don't know. I think this one's empty. I really do. I really, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I've already taken off the squeeze tip and like tried to get it out with a brush. So this one we're going to have to like paint with. I'm tempted to, no, I'm not. I'm tempted to do it in the brown. I mean, I'd like it in the brown. I don't trust myself to do it in the brown, let's be clear. I'm going to just add a little. You should test these before you do what I'm doing. How about that? Do as I do and not as I say. No, do as I. There we go. Do as I say, not as I do. Whatever the thing is. Like, don't get a big blob on your thing, okay? I think we'll just add some, like to the thick part of this. And okay. I am actually happy with this, friends. Okay? We're going to let that be, I think. Now I'm curious, actually, this is actually pink. I can't. So I'm going to have a really hard time. Now there might be pages in there. I'm laughing because there were things in my journal that I actually took out that were pink. And these little berries I feel like don't want to be brown, but guess what, friends? You're going to be brown. And of course I wish I had a different color or the perfect whatever. And I'm not buying stickles. Like I can't, again, remember the last time I used them, but gosh, that's fun. Gosh, that's fun. And this is why I did the challenge because, we love our stuff. We love our stuff. And look how fun that is. So, this one still has a little thing, but it's still wet is what I was going to say. And let's just see if there's another. Well, let's try like a journal card maybe. I think. Oh, I was going to look in my pile here. Sorry. Okay. Here's my little. No, again, I would normally just set this down here. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to put these inside my little white box over here for now to dry because, again, if not, the chances of me putting my hand on these are just, it's really high, really high. So I'm going to just set those off to the side. Here's my November little stash of whatever I made really, really quickly. Here's a little journal card that came in the journal. If you haven't seen my video, I haven't posted it yet. I don't know what's going to post when. I bought a journal for this month. It was handmade and I bought it. And so it came with lots of extra pieces and whatnot. And so some of this is from that. This one could use some. This one could definitely use some. Here's an airplane. Oh my gosh. It's purple. We're stickling that for sure. Heck yeah. So this little guy could definitely use some stickles. I'm kind of looking at different colors. I don't know. We could add maybe yellow to that a little bit. And again, this was just what was in. Now these are printables, but I already Mod Podged them. So this is a really pretty card that was made. I mean, we could stickle that. I'm not in the mood actually to do that. So we won't be doing that right now. A little flag. Let's see. So here's some material that might be fun to work with. So okay, I'm going to try this one too. Okay, let's play for just a couple minutes and then I got to go find an airplane. I got to continue paying taxes and find an airplane to get on tomorrow and pack my bag. And yeah, good talk. Okay. This is there is something on my shirt. I'm so sorry. I keep Richie. Oh, it's not on my shirt. It's on my belly. I That's so funny. I forgot I have cuts. That's what's itching on my chest and oh, God, crazy. I came home tonight. Um, that's so funny. I keep touching my sleeve to my shirt, and um, when I got home tonight, there was the most beautiful cat in our driveway. I mean, gorgeous. I forgot what the markings are called, but it looked like a tiger almost with spots. It is gorgeous. It is someone's cat. And it was meowing and it was under the car in our driveway. And I was like, oh my gosh, kitty, kitty, kitty. And I called it and it came over to me and it let me pet it and everything. And I was like, I think this is my neighbor's cat. Like, I've only seen her cat once or twice, but I'm sure it's her cat. Like, it's gorgeous. And so it let me pick it up and it was fine. And I walked over to her house and it wasn't super comfortable, like walking up to her house. And I thought it was kind of like it didn't want to go back in the house. I thought it got out of her house. You know what I mean? And so I knocked it and I was holding it. And when she opened the door, the cat freaked out and like scratched me everywhere. And I didn't even realize, but I have like cuts on my, like, I don't know, my belly right here, like underneath my chest, kind of like where it's back paws were. And when I left her house, I have cuts on my neck from he was so scared and I feel horrible. And she was like, no, that's not my cat. He looks just like my cat. And I was like, oh my gosh, like we can't have outdoor cats here. The coyotes, bears, hawks, eagles, whatever will eat them. Like you can't have your cat outside. So the poor little thing must be terrified. And so I tried to find him again and catch him again and all this stuff. And I can't find him. And he's just got to be someone's baby. And my heart hurts. Although I will tell you, my very, 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 very first thought when I picked him up was like, oh, maybe we're going to have a new cat. And I can't leave for California tonight if I adopt a cat into my house tonight. I was like, what am I going to tell my husband? Because I was like, oh no, this cat needs a home. So I was kind of laughing. But anyway, that's what keeps itching. I keep touching it and I like pulled up my sleeve and stuff because I was like, something's bothering me. And I didn't realize I was cut. So I need to go clean that up and whatever. I need to clean the one on my chest too before I go to bed tonight, obviously. My heart breaks for him. You know, when pets get out, it's really sad and, often hard if they're not used to living outside. It's certainly where we live. Okay, I'm going to try this dark brown on this flower here. And yeah, we're using our stuff, man. Okay, this is clogged. So you can see it's kind of chunky. Ugh, this is gonna be all of these until I clear them all. Let's see what you want to do now. I get in theory just pushing it down into the bottle isn't helpful. That clog will probably come back, but sometimes not. Yeah, see, it's clogged again. Oh, friends, I'm not in the mood to do this. I didn't quite know we were going to do this tonight, but once you get started, like I said, you can't just, oops, that fell on the floor. Yeah, this one's pretty globby. I don't know the specifics of how you make glitter glue. I mean, I get the main two components. But I can tell you kind of like the quality of this is different than the Stickles, obviously. I mean, so what the exact difference is, I don't know, nor do I think it matters for my journal. But just, yeah. Okay, so there's kind of that. Now I don't know about this flower here because it's burgundy and I like that color for fall. I'm going to try the pink though, just because it's kind of a weird pink and I don't know. I think when you put it over another color, like a dark color, it might pick up more of that color. So that doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad. Ooh, my journal's going to be glittery this month. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. It's not bright, so I think it's fine. And again, it's just an accent piece, so we don't really know even how we're going to use these. Okay, so that's fun. And then I think I'll try, what do we want to do for the green? I think I'm going to go with this light green kind of over here. Now again, you don't have to color things in. You can just outline it. I'm not a big fan of that because I don't do it well, I guess. So I'm okay with just kind of scribbling some on here like this. I'm better with that. Like I don't have to fill up the whole thing. I'm fine with just a little bit on there and that's okay. But the outlining of stuff is a little bit harder for me. So we can try it on here. I'm going to maybe just kind of do the outline like this. Worst case scenario is I can fill it in later. So, all right. Yeah, not really a fan. All right. And I know you're all saying, oh my God, did you see what I did? I'm telling you, it's going to be a long month, friends. That rolled right through it. But it did. It picked it all up. Oh my God, I'm dying right now. Okay. Sorry if I screamed in your ear. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, it's going to be a month. This is completely clogged. Okay. Ooh, okay. Now the Stickles is very thin. Like this needle does not even really want to fit in there. So that means oh, did you see that almost roll in there? I will tell you most of these have my teeth marks on them already. So I can tell you I've had to kind of get in here already before. Wow. Breaking bad habits of just putting stuff down. This is a little bright for me. Okay, but yeah, it's a little bright. I maybe shouldn't have done that. But what would look cool is see these little dots here. You can just come in and do that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of fun. I'm fine with it. All right, now I have to put this whole thing over here. It's not going to fit in my box. It kind of fits in my box a little bit. We'll leave it alone. All right, this is a paper clip we made in that paper clip video. I think it's really pretty and fun, and we can add some brown to this guy. I don't want to store these with their tip down because I don't want the clog to, I'm going to store them tip up and then come in and clean them all out, maybe if they're not already cleared. But I actually really like this brown. This is not a Stickles, but so again, if you guys don't have any and you want to try it, like I think it's a fun, I do think it's a fun stash item. I don't, however, think you need them. And so I don't want this challenge to be something like go out and buy stuff. That's not the purpose at all. So please don't feel that pressure. If there's something else in your stash you want to use or you have another type of glitter glue. I mean, they sell all sorts of glitter glue like the kid versions and stuff. So those are completely fun and that would be really fun to use too. This one's kind of like done. It's clogged and I don't... It's got Stickles all over. I'm going to just add some of this green. I actually really like this green, so we'll do this and just add a little bit onto here. I think that's fun. And then we'll try is this the empty one? This is the empty one. We'll try this clear maybe for kind of this guy out here. Yeah, fun. Now you could go around the edge of this ticket. This is on a background of a ticket. You could go around the edge of the ticket. I don't feel like I need to do that. So that one's fun. All right. And then let's maybe do one more. I don't need to do all of these with you. I'm sure you, ooh, you know what I want to do on this. Does this guy need it? I feel like a black Stickles would be fun. A black Stickles would be fun. I think I'm just going to add a little of this orange. Um, I think it's a really fun holiday, and um, I don't know if fun's the right word. Maybe I should choose a different word, but I think it's a really cool holiday, and um, I definitely want to use this card. So we'll do some of these little dots like this. And oh my God, I don't know what made me just think of this, you guys. My daughter, well, so tonight, I guess tomorrow, doesn't matter. Um, in my Amazon cart, like my kids use, our Amazon Prime account to order things, right? I don't pay for it, but anyway. So I see it on my ordered list, and I was like, there is um, hmm, it's a costume, a bridal dress costume, and like a bridal veil. So I'm like, I need to call my daughter. Like, what's going on? Because um, obviously it's Halloween and whatever, but I'm like, what are they going as? You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, I can't even tell the story right. So they're going as Smokey and the Bandit. He's Smokey. No, he's the Bandit, and she's Sally Field, the bride that he picks up in the car, and I'm like, I love you. I love you so much. I love that that is what you want to be for Halloween. And like, I'm 100% sure, like, most people aren't going to get that costume, and she doesn't care. Like, they think it's hilarious. I love them so much for that. And I was like, that is so creative and funny. I just think it's hilarious. So I cannot wait for the pictures. That's all I need to do on this little guy. Okay, what do we want to do to this? I want to do like, oh, I was going to try the jet. Now, the jet is interesting because I don't know. I don't know if I was just going to cut out the airplane or use it as a journaling card. Does that make sense? So if I use it as a journaling card, like I would just put paper on this side so we could have this whole side. So let's just assume we're going to have the whole side, and I would like cover up jet. I would put like something down here maybe that says fly to California or, whatever. But this part is still purple. So I think we should use it, right? The question is, do we use purple or do we use lavender? And I have to tell you, I think it has to be the lavender. I don't know if I have the purple in me right now, but let's see what this looks like, which is hilarious because I would never, if you want to talk about a least favorite color, this is it. What's your least favorite color? And don't you dare say orange. Don't you do it, you Southern people that don't like gaudy orange. In fairness, orange was my favorite color before my daughter went down there. That's fun. I mean, really gaudy and kind of like childlike, but fun. We're going to, again, we got to use our stuff, man. So I'm excited. This is exciting because I can leave these for the weekend and they'll be drying, right? And I don't have to worry about it. Okay, see this card right here? This came with the journal. And I think I'm getting text from my friend. I think we never decided on a color. Ooh, my scratches are really bothering me. That's really interesting. Not for children 12 years and younger. Really? I'm gonna use this. It's gonna be like pinker than this, but that's okay. I also know if we want to get, I think you can mix these a little bit. I think we could I think we could put some on some plastic and mix it up and get a color and paint it on something is what I think. Because it's just clear glue and glitter, right? Why wouldn't it mix? I mean, I don't think it would mix well, but I think it would mix. Okay, I'm just going to highlight the edge there and see how that just stays. Yeah. I'm going to just highlight that edge there. I'm going to do the same thing, maybe up here just a little bit with this bright green. It's really bright, but I actually really like it. So we're going to just do that. I'm actually happy with that. Yeah, happy with that. And then this one I'd really like, and I don't know, you guys, I was talking to Melissa and I don't know if we could add something to this. Like, could we add other paint to this? Could we, if we put it on a thing, would it take paint? Does that make sense? So like your clear, or like this yellow, could we darken it? Like, could we put some ink down and could we darken it somehow? I don't know the answer, but I can tell you what we're going to be trying this month because these are all very bright. Yeah, it's like really clogged. I don't know. Not really a fan of that, but I don't know. Sure. There you go. Kind of fun. Kind of fun. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at my hands. They have, whatever on them. I went to work today and there was this poor substitute. There was a substitute and she came out. She needed my help or whatever. And so we were talking and I was like, I mean, her hands were purple, like from Charlie Chocolate Factory, purple. I was like, oh, what what happened? Like, were you making slime? Like, what? I don't understand. She's like, no, I dyed my daughter's hair last night. I was like, okay. And she's like, it said to use gloves. And I was like, uh-huh. And she's like, I got halfway through it and realized I didn't have the gloves on. I thought I had the gloves on, but I didn't. I was like, oh my God. Okay. So she called her friend that's a hairdresser or whatever. And she's like, gave her a suggestion or something. I don't even know, but they're purple. I mean, and she had scrubbed them with like bleach and everything else to get it off. But it was purple. And I was like, oh my gosh, crazy. That one's kind of fun. Yeah. I am actually very happy right now. I'm happy that this is not as hard as I thought. Not hard, like not hard, but like I didn't quite know how I was going to incorporate this into every single page. And I think this is how I'm going to have to do it. Now, I am also going to play on the pages with the stickles, knowing, just like today, I have something gluing in my book for October for today. And I've put my book off to the side. I'm just going to let it dry for 3 days or however, time gone. So I think that's how some of this is going to have to work as well. Okay. Now this already has this has some stickers on it. See the stickers? And so I think that we can just stickle kind of over that I think the stickles will stick to the clear stickers as well. Right. So, I would like to make sure I try. Oh, this is just going to annoy me all month. I'm going to have to undo this top and come at it the other way. But that is not a today dilemma. I would like to try and use every color. Which is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but obviously this is why I have these colors left, or not left, but because I don't really use them. I like that. And that's all you need. That's just a little stickle goes a long way. So I'm going to leave it there, friends. These are my stickles. That is some artwork we did already for the month, and we are off and running. I think I'm going to go catch a plane. And I got to, like I said, I got to find a plane ticket. I got to finish my business upstairs, and then I got to pack a bag and get ready for work tomorrow as well. So, I will not be here, I guess, for a few days. I don't know how I can film when I get back or, on the weekdays. So if you don't see me for a couple days, that is why. I will post as I can while I'm gone, because some of these I will have in my queue. I'm tempted. I saw it over there and I was tempted. We could add some blue stickles like around the edge of this. These are dry. I know I was going to turn off the camera. You're like, Allison, I thought we were leaving. We are. I don't know. I'm afraid to screw this up. I would like a cream or like a light brown and a black. Like I would like some of those colors. I don't know if they exist. I don't know if they're out there, but that's what I would be getting. But we don't have them, so I'm going to use what we have. And, ooh, we could go around this with blue. Let's go around the card with blue and just see what I think it's fine because, yeah, this G glue is very clumpy compared to the stickles. Now, again, mine are old. They could have a better formula now. It could just be because mine are old. I don't actually know. But you can, yeah. So anyway, but it's fine. It's still fun. Oh, yeah, but look, it just literally comes out. That's interesting. So I will do kind of one coat on this and let it dry, and then I'll probably come back, in a couple days and do some more. That's really interesting. Look how it beads. Now that pattern actually is not bad. I mean, that's interesting, but I don't know why it does that. I mean, I would think it would come out like one blob and not a pattern, but super cool. All right. So, okay, we're going to be done with that. I think that one's fun too. Yes, I'm avoiding going upstairs, so just bear with me. I don't want to do adulting right now. Yeah, fun. And my husband already went to bed, so he already called and and I'm like, I'll call you in the morning. I don't know what I'm doing yet. He's like, well, I'm like, I can't make this decision right now. Okay, I think that's all my little pieces that I have out that I want to play with. So that's it for me, you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for playing along. If you are joining in on the challenge, please give me some information. Like, how many do you have? What are you using them for? And can anybody please tell me why I bought these? I know I had to have these, and I think it was a thing that I was making. Like, I have to remember what we did with these. I think I put them on something and dried them. So I'm going to try that maybe. I'll turn off the camera and try that, and then we'll come back and look at them next week, okay? That's it for me. Have a great day. Thanks for being here, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.